Well, tell me a little bit about casting the movie, because, you mentioned, I think a lot of people have seen Josh Hartnett and James Franco and other things. Were you fans of specific roles that they had done before?
I knew them. I knew they were talented guys, and I knew that I'd be lucky to get them. And Franco, he finally came on. He gave me 5 days, and then I went on a project of his I gave him 2 days. But you got to work quick with this guy because he has a photographic memory. He can pick a script up. But the time he walks from here to there, he'll know. It's amazing, photographic memory. And I think that's why he does 4 or 5 or 6 films a year, because he can cut time, with that photographic memory. And Josh Hartnett, lovely man and very, very cooperative. And then Angie Cepeda, who was in A Night in Old Mexico, wonderful actress from Colombia. She was in it. And then I had the Real Texas Rangers, because they go undercover work and they're wonderful natural actors. And then had one sheriff from the border, Hudspeth County and border in Texas. Yeah, all of the people are wonderful to work with.
They're wonderful performances, including your wife. How was that directing your wife in a movie? It's a whole other dynamic.
Difficult. Difficult. She's very bright and she got her own, but she studied law enforcement for 1.5 years, and she has a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now, because she got into Jiu-Jitsu. So
if she didn't like your direction?
No, playing a Lady Ranger. Right. Yeah.
You also got to do a car chase in this movie. Was that your first big, being Michael Bay?
We had good people, good stuntmen to help with that and everything, that we only had 23 days to do. When I worked with Downey on the Judge, we had 60 days. Mm-hmm. Here we had 23 days. Back when we did The Apostle and the Tango movie, Steve
Assassination Tango, yep.
We had 35 days, but now everything's 23 days, and it's tough. 8 pages a day. It's very difficult to get that done, but you have to do it.
Well, what's it like working in? I mean, this is an indie film, and trying to, was it hard to get this made? I know I've heard you talk about The Apostle, and that also
sometimes it's easier to raise $100 million than $2 million.
Right.
In the $100 million movie may go down the drain anyway. But they write it off, the big studios, so we had to find our own financing. It's very difficult. Very difficult to find money, because I think something like 300 independent films are made a year, and big money is lost on a yearly basis in independent movies. But it was tough, and we got it going. And not everybody likes every film. I like to tell the story in the opening night of The Godfather. At the St. Regis Hotel years ago, a famous director other than Coppola walked up with a cigar in his hand and said to me, Jimmy Caan, Al Pacino, you boys were wonderful in this movie. He said, I don't know about the movie, he said, but you guys were wonderful in this movie. So I thought to myself, well, in 3 lifetimes, you'll never make a movie as good as this. But anyway, there's always someone who doesn't like something. So you can't, it's not like, I mean, some people would like to knock and tear apart 2 and 2 is 4, but you can't, So it's all a matter of opinions, really.